What's worse now, Sneakerhead or Hypebeast?
Oh,
Hypebeast has been. Hypebeast is not even close to Sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Like Hypebeast is somebody who just like, oh, this drop. This is what's going to make me cool. Like a Sneakerhead is somebody who just, I don't know. I interrupted you, Jerome, on that one, but
yeah, I had a conversation with somebody about this because they literally was like, oh, oh, you're a hype beast because you have all white shoes, like as a reference to myself. And I'm just like,
that makes no sense.
What? Yeah, I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, well, I'm like, that's what I like. They're like, oh, well, no, that's all you have. I'm like, well, I'm like, bro, I'm about to be 36. Like, I was born in the Jordan era. I'm like, this is what I like, and Air Maxes and stuff like that. I'm like, I have basic stuff, but I'm like, social media is my platform to put things out there. I'm like, I don't want to shoot my basic blazers. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that on social media. I'm like, that don't mean I don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
That just means I just don't want to take a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the term hype beast, I feel like it's formulated to where if anyone, as far as the masses, like us that has the basic understanding, we'll say, okay, somebody's a hype beast to, I feel like, the term where it was meant to be. Like you just said, Brian, like the person that's just like, oh, this is out. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it with no cares just because it's new.
Mm-hmm.
But on the same note, we also know legit sneakerheads, quote unquote, that are the same way. Like, oh, like, it's a new J out. I need to have it for my collection or whatever the case may be. That would just literally buy any and everything. And I feel like today's like culture, they have formulated all these words and phrases that we used and kind of skewed it to their own benefit, to the point where, like you were just saying, that like nothing means what it actually means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Well, there's almost like this fracture in the sneaker culture where it's almost like this like cannibalistic thing where depending if you're like the OG type or you're new to the game, or depending on what type of sneakers you like to add to your collection, it's almost like the community turning on the community in a little bit, where it's like if you go after something like an Off-White, oh, you're a hype beast. I stick to this. I only do OG colorways. That's it. I don't buy anything. Or if you like Air Maxes, there's another
Jordan is only 1 through 14 Jordan.
Exactly. But it's almost like sneaker. Exactly. But it's like sneakerheads turn on other sneakerheads to tell them how to be a sneakerhead. When obviously, like, can't we all just enjoy wearing what we want to wear? And I feel like that's what people say. But I also feel like personally, we probably all lean in a certain direction and bring that bias into other situations where we see people doing stuff that's not in perfect alignment with the way we see sneakers.
Bro, on that note, I have to say, even though we play about mids, like if you like mids, wear mids. But I'm just saying from a fashion standpoint, if you're trying to, complete a look in the summertime, maybe you can get away with it. If your wife wants mids or your kids want mids, go ahead. But for you as a grown man, the way it fits on your jeans, trust me, you don't want that for a fit. But at the same time, like,
we just got our thumbnail on YouTube. BBSketch endorses mids.
I'm just saying. And then even in the comments, people were talking about like basketball performance shoes for mids. Like, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Jordan 1s, not like, you know what I'm saying? Not LeBrons or whatever. Like Jordan mid 1s just not it. Like they're not it right now. Like maybe somebody come along, make that tongue a little bit longer, make it, the aesthetic look good. But like as from the aesthetic, like it's different. But yeah, wear what you want to wear.
Except mids.
Is
that what you've been saying?
Except mids.
It's like
they're just off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's crazy that you say that, bro, because like I bag on mids all the time. Like I hold no remorse. Like I'm just like, I don't care what you got to say, how you feel about it. Just mids is not it. But on the same note, that was me. That was growing up. Like from my era of the culture, it was literally, hey, mids ain't it. But of course, getting older, it's like, hey, like all in all, wear what you want. If you want to wear mids, whatever the case may be, like that's fine. Like it's all in good. It's like all in good faith and jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But on the same note,
it's like we're not grown men. I'm not going to check your like. I'm not going to tell you to pull your jeans up so I can make sure that they're mids. Like if they're, you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing.
Yeah,
you can tell by the materials.
You will.
You don't need to pull the. You don't need to pull up the.
Oh man,
bro. Yeah, that's just what it is, man. But it's crazy. Like times are changing. We older. We kind of getting with the times. But to anyone listening, 2021, mids ain't the move. Sorry.
You heard him.
Oh, but let me tell you. So Jay, would you let your wife? Granted, from what I hear, that she has her own style, but like, if she wanted some mids, would you object to that? Would you fund, you know what I'm saying, like that expense, or would you, you know what I'm saying, like you feel like that's acceptable for women and children?
It's like it's acceptable for women and children, definitely, just not the women and children in my household.
He asked. He
Stop.
basically
But no,
asked,
seriously though.
Jerome, would you be an enabler? That was his.
I would not be an enabler. If
Yo,
she came home with a box with mids, I would send her to the glue.
Listen,
She would have.
Well,
to go to the glue.
Josh has mids. So just putting it out there.
Yo, I have a few pairs. Efren does too.
Pyramids too.
But they're literally like just beater type stuff. I mean, honestly, I'll probably pass them down to my kid. They're almost like test subjects for giving pairs of my collection to my son at some point.
So Josh, how many pairs? How many pairs do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that on the podcast.
Probably 10, right?
10, 15, maybe.
So 10 to 15, they're probably like $80. 80 times 10. You wasted 80 times 10 on a pair of, you know what I'm saying?
No, oh wait, no, I don't have 10 pairs of mids, bro. No, not even close.
Okay.
I thought you meant overall. I was like, I'm not saying that on the podcast.
No, I was talking about mids.
No, mids, I think I have 3 pair. I have the Royals, but I have the high Royals as well. So I got both. I have the breads, if you want to call them that, with the red eyelet. Not cool. And then I have the black toes.
Bro, if Jordan Brand gives me a collab, I'm going to make mids great. Like I'll find a way to make them cool, and then those mids in your collection will have some value, and you could sell them, and then get the shoes that are actually hot.
So should we thank you now, or
Yeah.
Thank them in advance? No, but how are you gonna do that, Brian? Are you just gonna add an inch?
Bro, I'm telling you, I would add length to the tongue. Like if you add length to the tongue, do something special with that, and then that way it actually looks a little bit better when you wear jeans. Like I think that's all they need. And if y'all see this, if y'all see it happen before I get a collab, like, or if I ever don't get a collab and you see that happen, then you know that they copied off of me with that idea. That's all they need to do is just stay in the tongue.
It's in the archives.
As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notify bell. And check out our channel for other content. We'll see you in the next one.